says. If you have a guest suggestion, you should send it to pawsprotv@aol.com.
Welcome back here. That was a mighty. Without you guys out there, we don't have a studio audience today. Carol Alston Stiles, and of course Devin. I'm going to get that right. Devin Dorman, is that correct? Yeah.
Correct.
And let's start with Carol because it's I met you here, Best of Delaware.
Right.
Congratulations on that, and best coffee in the state, I guess.
Upstate
was, and I happen to be walking by, and I'm being a coffee connoisseur that I am.
You honed right in on us.
And that's about the only thing I had over there that night, and I just really enjoyed the coffee. I wanted to get the word out there.
Thank you.
And then with talking to you, because there's a story of how it all began. Let's talk. How did you get into coffee?
In a nutshell, a car accident. My husband had a car accident, and he was brain injured as a result of it, and went through a lot of rehab, a lot of hospitalization, and physical issues that he overcame. And then it came down to a lot of the cognitive issues that he still needed help. And I was trying to get him vocational rehab and was unsuccessful. So I thought, okay, I need to come up with something that he can do that's going to really help him get some of his math skills back, and really just give him a reason to want to get up in the morning.
Right.
So we just started roasting coffee in our backyard, literally in a little shed in our backyard, 12 by 12, and that's where it all began. And now we're roasting in commercial space in Wilmington, and we have a coffee shop, but it all started out just in the backyard.
And of course your husband's still involved with it because I saw him down there as well. So it did help. I want to get into that, but before we get into that, Brittany, if you could, cream and sugar for myself. Kevin, you want black? You want to try it? I want a regular roasted. I mean,
either or.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's talk about your coffee first, and then I'm going to get into the other because really good coffee.
Thanks.
Now, do you do the roasting yourself?
We roast it ourselves, and that's what makes the difference. Coffee that you're drinking today was roasted yesterday, and a lot of the restaurants that we sell coffee to, they'll place their order, and they know that we're roasting it specifically for them. So it's fresh. It's really fresh. It's not packaged and sitting on a warehouse shelf someplace, but it's roasted for them.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely delicious. I fell in love with it. Now you brought us two different types.
I brought Jazzy Java because I thought you were kind of like a jazzy guy here, which is a flavored coffee, and then also just a plain Colombian Supremo.
Yeah, that's what I like. Is that this little plain Colombian, little sugar and cream doesn't hurt none. But
little Colombian, then some jazz.
You want some jazzy stuff?
I'll try the jazz.
Yeah. So I don't know which is which, so we might get.
They're labeled, so yeah.
But the important thing is because and you guys, we're going to get into more. You guys do deliveries as far as mail order. You can take it and everything. So quite a business you got going off of this, which is good because now your husband's still involved.
Right. He's still dealing with a lot of brain injury related things, but he can help out on days that are good days.
Yeah. Does he still like to go out and roast with you?
Yes.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about, I was really surprised we had a chance to chit chat a little bit. How many people have brain injuries in the state of Delaware alone? I mean, it's a very shocking number. You were saying it was like 3 per day, or
3 is what I had read, and Devin said it's about that. And a lot of times it's males. It's as a result of auto accidents or motorcycle accidents or workplace injuries. But it's a club that you don't want to be a part of. And for me, I didn't know even what brain injury was.
Right. So when you started this, then all of a sudden because like you said, it was instantaneous. I mean, 1 minute my life's here, and then that quick it changed. And not a lot of people talk about brain injuries, and then of course you heard from these fine folks.
Right. And I forget how exactly the first time I heard about the Brain Injury Association. And actually, I didn't take advantage of as many of the resources that they offer in looking back. But it really, the support of knowing that you're not alone and that there's another wife out there who is all of a sudden, dealing with the same things that you are.
And this is, of course, Devin. I want to introduce Devin once again. You're with the association. I guess your title is
President of the Brain Injury Association of Delaware.
And there again, you didn't just happen into this. I mean, you didn't go looking for this. Your dad experienced some problems.
I had this, the same unfortunate experience as Carol, where I received that call that a loved one was injured in an accident, and happened to be my father. And all the way back in '96 from a work-related fall. And
because you hear a lot about spinal injury and stuff of that nature, but you really don't hear a lot about, brain. And it's a lot more common, I guess, to have brain injuries than it is for the spinal when you look at that.
It's more common than most people realize, and like we said, for a small state as Delaware to have up to 3 a day in any capacity. In Delaware now, we're seeing an increase in seniors from falls, but also in children. And teens, but yes, males 18 to 29.
And you're more of a support group than and I want to get that out there for people to find out more information about you. How do they go about doing that?
They can call 800-411-0505. We have an office in Dover, Delaware, and Walker Square. We have 3 support groups in all 3 counties, held every month, and we also have one in Salisbury, Maryland.
Yeah, so just a great, and then there again, some real quick, your coffee, so much of that purchase goes to help support.
Right now, any coffee orders that are purchased on our website at pikecreekcoffee.com, if someone just puts the Brain Injury Association in the comment section, 10% of all proceeds go directly back to the Brain Injury Association.
Let me say it's very, very good.
Thank you.
It's very fresh. You can taste the roast right now.
I fell in love with it.
It's like I'm roasting it and then I was going to say smoking it, but I meant drinking it right now.
That's all right. We can cut some of that show. I give up some of that show for this coffee, so we're all right there. So, but I just think it's a great thing that you're doing with it, and lots of luck with your husband, and our prayers are out for him and your dad, of course, and people need to become aware of this. But mail orders online and stuff. Real quick, your website.
It's pikecreekcoffee.com.
Yeah, and then you can find your store.
And our store is right in Pike Creek in Newark, inside Zingo's Supermarket.
Yeah, so definitely
close to home.
Yeah,
that's where I'll be going.
Yeah, it's good coffee. Definitely check it out. We'll talk more with you guys. We'll get some more things going, get some messages out there. Anything big coming up that people need to be aware of?
Well, our campaign that we collaborated with Carol on, and Carol came up with the very wonderful title, is Brewing Hope, and that's with the 10% of the proceeds going. But for the Brain Injury Association of Delaware, we're having our annual conference at the Christiana Hilton on October 21st of this year.
Yeah, for more information, go to the websites, and girls, lots of luck to you, and keep the good work going and all that kind of stuff. And you stay with us, got some great entertainment coming right after this. Put your hands together, guys.